Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have a review for you on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation and Concealer. I've had this for quite some time and have been trying to find the perfect way to really combine products with it to see if the results would change. And the results are just not changing, so here's my review. There's a hit and a miss here, so let's dive right into it. First off, the foundation, this is about $6. At Walmart, where I purchased it, it was only like $4.98, so you can always get a discount on it. But from Wet n Wild, I believe it's $5.99. So here's the thing about this foundation. I have seen several reviews on it saying that this is the best foundation they've tried. It's amazing. They love it. And I was like, okay, well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Now, first off, the color that I got is the way wrong color. It is not as advertised, I would say. There is quite a good color range on this, given that it is a drugstore foundation, but this is not the right color for me. I would have purchased my appropriate color if I had had different results, but because of the results that I had, I'm just not going to bother with it. But for reference, the color that I purchased is Peach Natural, which is supposed to be light, medium, cool. Let me just show you on my hand a little bit. Like, you can tell that in the jar, this looks almost identical to my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which is like my perfect shade match. And whenever I put it out on my hand, you guys, this is like, I don't even know if the camera is going to do it justice, but this is like terracotta. I have two big like box lights right here, so it is going to wash it out, but this is not my face color. You can tell that this part of my neck right here is pretty much what my face color is, and then of course I'm a little bit more tan down here. I don't fake tan or anything like that, so I just pretty much go with what my face color is. And that's that. That's just how I do it. But this one is so much darker. I feel like if anything, this should be medium cool and not light medium, because this is way, 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 way dark. And it literally looks like whenever I'm putting it on, like I have squeezed out some like Guerlain terracotta bronzer, like a liquid of it, and I'm just smearing it all over my face. It's terrible. The color is very deceptive, and in the jar it looks like a completely different color, even though it is a clear glass jar. I think maybe it has something to do with the thickness of it, because there is quite a bit of glass in between it. The color, terrible. Let's get that out of the way right off the bat. Now, whenever I go to put this on, one layer just does not cut it. I've heard people talk about how it's like great coverage, blah, blah, blah. I get like sheer coverage on the first layer. Whenever I put on two layers, you can still see, like I have a blemish right here. I have one somewhere down here. Where is it? I have one right here. I have one right here. You can see all of them through the foundation. So that's not good. The other part of that is that as soon as I put the first layer on, it already looks kind of like it's emphasizing things. The second layer only makes it 10 times worse. I have enlarged pores around my nose, on my forehead, and I'm in my 30s now, so I do have like some fine, like really, really fine lines around my mouth, like one or two up here. This settles into it immediately. There is no honeymoon period with this. It doesn't look great right off the bat, and it doesn't look great a few hours later. I will insert pictures of what this looks like immediately after applying it, before I have even powdered or anything. It's not cute. So I use a pore filling primer. Whenever I put that on, my pores are like disappeared. They're gone. As soon as I put this foundation on over it, my pores are back. Like, you can just see them sitting there like waving at me like, hey girl, how's it going? I don't know why this foundation does not like the primer. I have tried it with other primers. It just emphasizes everything, and I hate it. Getting into the wear of it, this product starts off looking not great and continues to get worse throughout the day, at least on me. I have very oily skin, and I cannot see anywhere where this product has any claims that it will control oil or whatever, but it does say that it has a matte formula. And that typically means that the foundation will be oily skin friendly. So it's not. I really don't feel like it is at all. For me, my oils start coming through on this, even using my best primers. Within an hour or two, I just always get oily like that. There's just no controlling it. I've tried 1,000,001 primers. That's not the issue. The issue is just this. It just looks bad. I don't mind getting oily and blotting and repowdering as long as the foundation stays looking good. But this just does not. It is, in my opinion, a terrible formula for a foundation. And looking at the claims of it, really the only thing that it says that it does is not have any flashback and look great in photos. And depending on what kind of photos you're taking, it doesn't have flashback. So that's, you know, something that it does live up to. But just turning around the rear facing camera on my phone and taking like a high def photo, it looks bad. If you are using like the front camera where it blurs things out a little bit and like a beautifying filter, maybe a Snapchat filter, then it looks pretty good. But I just don't feel like in real life, in a real like high def camera situation, this is not going to look good unless you already have completely flawless skin. And in that case, you don't really need the foundation, do you? So this is a complete and utter fail in my opinion. I do not recommend this to anybody unless you have great skin. But then if you do, you're probably not looking for a Wet n Wild foundation. Now, the hit of this little duo is the concealer. This is the Photo Focus Concealer, and I have mine in Light Ivory. This is a pretty good color match for me. I'll just put a little bit right here. It's very cool toned. I like that. It's very light, so it does give me some brightening, but it's not too like bright underneath my eyes. Ever since I got this, I have wore this pretty much 90% of the time, unless I'm filming, since I got it, and I've had it for a couple months now at least. This goes with me in the truck. I wear it every day. It's super, super easy to blend out with my finger. It looks good. It doesn't cover up dark circles entirely, which is why I don't wear it whenever I'm filming, because it's just not heavy duty enough to look moderately decent. Even with my Catrice liquid camouflage, you can still see my dark circle right there. And even this one, nothing covers it. But this, for a no makeup day or a light makeup day, or just my average regular makeup day, this looks good. As long as I'm not trying to completely cover up my dark circles, I love the way that it looks, and it doesn't look like concealer caked up under my eyes. It's really super natural. So this, for a $4 concealer, is freaking amazing. I think that everybody needs to get this if you can get it in your shade. There is kind of a limited shade range on this, unfortunately. I wish that they would have as many shades of this as they have in the foundation, but you know, maybe in the future. But this I would highly recommend to you. It's well worth trying, and if you just like a kind of more natural concealer look, you don't want to have full coverage concealer all day, every day, this is a great one to have. And I would actually say that it's quite similar to the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which everyone says is similar to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I did a whole review on that kind of thing. I don't feel like the Maybelline one is super similar to the NARS one. However, the Maybelline one is very similar to this one, and this is about half the price of the Maybelline one, and I feel like it actually works better than the Maybelline one. So go for this one over that one if you are thinking about either of these. So there you go, guys. We have a miss and a hit, or a hit and a miss, whatever way you want to say it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you a little bit of information on what to buy and what not to buy. Lydia, please. She is crying over there. So that is it, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.